Yo, what's going on, internet family? My name is AD. This is Dateconomics. This is a channel for an advocate for average men. And in this video, we're talking a little bit about the delusion of single motherhood and how some of these women are just literally spooling out, man. They're losing it, apparently. And one of the things I was going to say, well, first, let's just, this is the video I'm talking about. This guy's name's Thomas Bland. I'd like to thank him for letting me kind of piggyback off his video. And we're going to restart this. And this dude, I think he's hilarious, man. The way he talks, he's got this accent that I don't even know. I don't know if he's Jamaican or what the hell his accent is, but he's quite hilarious. But let's just start this video so that you guys get an idea of what we're going into here.
Your food and the kid food.
Yes, what you want, baby? You want steak?
Steak.
See, that's the thing right there that makes me think that this woman might be like a parody, because the way she was sarcastic, like, yeah, baby, what you want, steak? Is like, it's like she's feeding into it and, you know, kind of acting a little bit or something. Let's keep watching.
Oh yeah, you going on the ground. Why you got your child with us though?
Look, the kids are staring at him.
It's not part of the plan.
Pump the brakes, man. Y'all got to give this up, man. This nonsense. You are gonna keep attracting the most loser dudes if you keep this mentality. This is part of the reason why I'm making this video, is because, you know, I see it all the time on dating apps, like, well, the one dating app that I use. These women, they lead, about 60% of them, the bio says something along the lines of this. I've got 3 kids and they're my world and they'll always come first and they're so amazing. And, you know, 60% of the profiles will say something like that. And I think I get the thought process behind it of what you guys think is going to happen from putting that in your bio, but I think you're completely wrong. But I'm going to touch on that in a minute. Let's continue.
Get some help. I'm dating your child too.
Yes.
Oh, you rigged out. You rigged out. That wasn't. We supposed to eat our food. Afterwards, go back to the crib. I can't live.
Ladies, you need to stop.
Please, man.
You need to stop with that whole, you're dating me and my kid too. That's that ratchet BS that single mothers need to stop doing.
Yes.
Always remember, guys, single mothers aren't looking for a man. They're looking for help. Stay tuned.
Gotta say, man. What do you guys suppose, he's Jamaican or?
I'm gonna roll that clip.
Child too.
Yes.
Oh, you rigged out.
Definitely.
That wasn't. We supposed to eat our food. Afterwards, go back to the crib. I can't live. We ain't doing this. We ain't got to. Man, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all thought I was gonna do that, man. Y'all tripping.
The rest of the kids are in a car?
I'm gonna hold it up for you though.
What?
I ain't like that. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. But that one part of the plan, I'm with both of y'all. I don't even know you for real. See, that's why I can't be dating
Single moms, man.
Because ain't no telling what's really going on. Yeah, you on my page. You on my page. You on my page.
Bro, they are wildin', man.
This man did the right thing.
He did, for sure.
He left.
And and the thing is, like, a lot of men aren't in his predicament. This dude, you can tell he's got boundaries. He's not thirsty. This woman is not his only option. You know what I mean? Because those are the type of men that are going to be okay with raising your mistakes. So
Always remember, when you're dating a woman and a woman brings her child or children on the date, the best thing that you can do is leave.
for real.
Single mothers, let me talk to you. Let me talk to all of the black women. Come close.
This is another reason why I do this, because Kevin Samuels, there's a lot of these guys that kind of speak directly to the black community, but these problems aren't just in the black community. This is a all women problem and an all men problem. It doesn't, like, Kevin Samuels spoke specifically to black men. And but it's become, maybe back then when he was first started making content, maybe this delusion was worse in the black community and hadn't quite spread yet all the way, but now it is the dominant ideology. Like these women think it's normal, that think shit like that is normal, bringing a kid on a first date. What is wrong with you? Anyway, let's watch him and then I'm gonna comment.
Very carefully. Stop bringing your children on a date. A date is meant for you and a man. Number one, it is dangerous to bring your children on a date.
He's right, man.
You don't even notice, man. What if he does something to you and your children? It's your fault. You're putting your child in danger. Either get a babysitter, get a family member to look after him, get a friend, get a cousin, get a nephew, somebody. I'm sure you can find somebody that will babysit your child while you go out on a date. This is why single mothers have issues with dating. And
why it's getting worse. I would say that 5 years ago, men weren't really tripping on a couple kids. Like, I mean, of course there was, but now, man, these single moms are just tripping so bad that every day it seems like there's more and more men like me that are making the decision, like, look, I don't think I could do, I don't think I can handle a couple kids. I was thinking about it, and I think, because I'm realistic also, and I recognize that, all relationships require some degree of settling, no matter what. You're not going to meet somebody that checks every single box, and, so if I met a chick that had one child, I think I can maybe deal with one. If she checked all the other boxes in all the other places, maybe I could deal with one. But that's it for sure. I mean, I know I couldn't deal with more than one child. The idea alone of fostering and nurturing another man's DNA is repulsive to most men. And here's the other thing. Even if you do find that stepdaddy figure, he might be a great stepdad, but if he has biological children, men will always have a natural proclivity to their biological children. If there's this is an extreme scenario, but if both children were drowning in a river at the same time and he can only save one of them, every single man would save his biological child, because we just have a natural proclivity to foster our own DNA or to reproduce. It's just innate in our being to care for our children. So even if you do meet that, the man will never have the same love for your children as he will for his own or for children you guys had together. Never. It'll never be the same. That's why there's always biases between stepchildren and regular children. And here's the other thing that I was saying. 60% of these women on these dating apps say something along them lines in their bio, like, oh, I got 3 kids, they're my world, and they're the best thing ever, and blah. And I think the thought process behind this is like, if I just put this in my bio, any man that's not okay with kids just won't swipe on me. And unfortunately, that's not how men operate. Men have no problem smashing a single mom like her. No problem at all. But they will have a problem committing to a woman like her. There are many like me that won't do it. Refuse to do it. Period. And it's even gotten worse than that for me. At first I started out, I wouldn't date women older than me. I'm 33. I wouldn't date women older than me. Then, after Delulu Woman, I got to like, look, I'm not dating a woman that's even the same age as me, which is 33. Then, it continued to get worse, and now I won't date a woman over 30. Period. Maybe if she checked every single other box, and she was perfect in every other way, maybe, but I've yet to meet a woman over 30 that's not Delulu. They think, because they've never watched a video, read anything on how men operate at all, 30 and up, they think that their value has increased, which is the whole problem, basically. They think that their value at the age of 30, 33, 35 is higher than it was when they were 22, 25, 26, 7, 8. They think that their value continues to rise, when of course everybody knows that at about 28, the woman's value starts to decrease. And this is what they can't fathom. They think, oh, I got a good job and my career is established and blah, and a man, this is going to make me get a higher value man. Men don't give no fucks. Zero. We will pluck you straight out of Subway. We don't care about your money and your established career. Listen to me carefully, ladies. Anybody, ladies that's watching this, your value is never going to be more than it at 30 than it is when you were 25. Never. But y'all think your value continues to increase. And here's the other thing, like with the putting your kids in the bio thing, my kids are amazing and blah, you think that it's gonna just stop men that aren't okay with kids from swiping on you. But it doesn't work like that, because they'll still bang you out. It doesn't matter if you got 12 kids. If you're good looking, a man will bang you out, and he will tell you, he will make you think the whole time that he's gonna commit to you. And then one day his text starts slowing down and he ghosts you. Anybody with eyes could have seen it coming, but you, it seems like. But for instance, there was this chick yesterday, and I tried to explain it to her, like, because her bio said something really stupid. Her bio said, my son is the coolest thing about me, which is obviously completely wrong. And I told her the truth. I'm like, look, you know, your son, I'm sure he's the coolest person ever. You know, I'm sure he's so cool, but you're totally wrong. In fact, in the eyes of men, quality men anyway, that have options, your son is the very worst thing about you. It is the biggest settle in the eyes of a man to raise another man's child. It would be the biggest settle. So like, how you get so delusional where you think your kid adds value is bonkers to me, mind-blowing.
That's why you bring your child on a first date, because you're looking at that man to take care of you and your child.
Yep.
That's why you always see single mothers say the same thing. Oh, you're dating me and my child. You gotta pay for me and my child. See, you're going on these dates expecting a man to pay for a child that, number one, he know. Number two, you don't even know if he really gets along with your child.
Right.
And number three, you're expecting a man that did not birth or father a child to be financially responsible for a child that is not his.
For your bad decisions, basically.
How dare you, single women? This is the reason why men don't want to date single moms.
Right.
We don't. Because when we
It's so much risk, so much more risk, man, to date one of these single moms. And like I said, you know, the reason why I don't date women over 30 now is because they think that their value is much higher, especially if they're still attractive at 30. They think they are the prize of the planet, not realizing that a new woman turns 21 every day, and she's much younger, much hotter, been through much less trauma, doesn't have children, wants a life, hasn't already chose men that she herself deemed good enough to have children with, and then left. So now she's got a couple fatherless children, and she's looking for help, like you said, you know. And this is why there's more and more. If you'd asked men maybe 5 years ago, would you date a single mom? Most of them would have said, yeah, I would deal with it. But now men are starting to realize what comes with these women over 30. And it's that super high, inaccurate representations of their own value. I had a 3 out of 10 yesterday, a chick that I would never ever date ever in life. I don't even think I would have hit, called me a 3 out of 10. It's like, listen, lady, I know that you've had a lot of high value dicks in you, but none of them wanted to commit to you. So the fact that you dated some dudes that might have been on my level doesn't mean you're on my level. Like, but they think they are. They're fried, man. It seems to me that the older they get, the worse it gets. 35, 36, 37, 38. Man, you'll see whole list of things, of demands. And I'm like, lady, you're 35. You admit in the first sentence of your bio that you got 5 kids, and then you go to list all these demands, no short guys and blah blah. I'm like, you have zero leverage with the type of man that you're after. You realize that, right? None. There is no reason why he should pick you. It blows my mind. You say you're 35 with 5 kids and blah, but I want a high value man. Well, that's the old saying, want in one hand and shit and see which one fills up faster. Because you want something that you're never going to get. You should have been after that when you were 21 and childless. That's when you could have maybe held down a high value man. Maybe.
We're financially responsible for a child that didn't come out of our nose. Now, keep in mind, there is a difference between a single woman and a single mother. Let's distinct the two.
I'll give him that.
A single mother is a woman that has a child with a name, and the child's father is not in their lives.
Right. And a lot of them will say, I'm a proud single mom, which is repulsive to me. You're proud that you already deemed a man in your life good enough to have children with. You had children with him, then left him, and you're probably an asshole to their father, so he probably just said fuck it, and which like most men do. Most men, after they split up with their mom, a large majority of them find it so difficult to deal with their baby mom that a lot of them just check out and give up. Like, man, let her raise them, you know. When they're older, if they want to get a hold of me and explain the whole situation to them, that's fine, whatever. But a lot of men give up and check out. You deemed a man good enough to have children with, you left, so he's not in their lives no more. Now these kids will never know, which is probably one of the most best feelings a person can ever feel, is to know what it's like to be loved by both parents. You know, and these kids will now never know a lot of them will never know what it's like to have a father figure in their life, which is literally the most important thing to have. And now these children will not grow up with a father, which is probably, detrimental to the child. Really, it is actually, for sure, because women can't raise men, to be honest. That's why we got all these weak ass men running around, because there's they had radical feminists, single mothers, and it's how they end up so damn soft and flower boy. Let's keep it pushing.
Is a woman that has a child, but the father is separated. They broke up, but the child has both a mother and a father that is active in their lives. When I talk about single mothers, I am not talking about single women. I am talking about single mothers.
I'll give him that.
Continuing on, this is the reason why men don't date single mothers. Because you're not looking for a man. You're not looking to be a helper. You're not looking to be a wife. You're not looking to be somebody of value. You're just looking for help.
For sure.
This is what I think should happen. All single women that have children and the man is not in the picture, you need to carry a picket sign that says, looking for help, not love. For the women listening that say, men need to date single mothers, no we don't.
No, we don't. You guys are high as fuck. You should have made better decisions. Women, that let me tell you guys, people ask, what's the solution? What's the solution? Because men are a big part of the problem also. These pansy-ass flower boy men. People are like, well, what's the solution? All these red pill people, they say all this stuff, but they never give a solution. It's because there ain't one. The only thing that will fix this is women's behavior. That's it. It's what broke the system, and it's what's keeping the system broken. And maybe to bring back shame and stigmatization, like for we can't keep telling these women that it's okay to run around and and waste your entire 30s, and then once you're 30 and washed up, then try to settle down and find you a husband and maybe pop out a couple kids. We can't, and what'll happen is we can't keep doing this. Can't keep doing that, and eventually society will flip, actually, because the fertility rate is the #1 killer of the feminist system that can't be stopped. Because what's going to happen is, right now the fertility rate is as low as it's ever been. It's not going to get any higher, and it's going to cause some real demographic problems in the future. And what was I saying, man? Oh, it's going to cause some problems in the future. And what will happen is, when this fertility rate keeps going down and down and down, right now the overall view in society is, yeah, you go, girl, live your life, waste all your 30s, wait till, waste all your value, throw it all away. It's not really going to matter because your value increases over time anyway. And that's the basic premise of society right now. But big media is just now starting to notice the fertility rate and stuff like that, and they're starting to realize that this is going to cause some huge problems if people don't start having babies again. So guess what will happen in 10, 15 years when we need to try to get this fertility rate back up? Society's not going to keep telling you to fucking go be a hoe and do whatever you want. It'll flip. And society will bring back shame. They'll start shaming hoes again. And they'll tell you, listen, you need to utilize your value while you're young. Try to get married as young as you can. Find you a good man. Try to get married as young as you can. Pop out some kids so that you have a family, and just maybe you can receive lifelong happiness and some purpose in your terrible life. So it's like the script will flip because of this fertility rate. They'll stop saying go be a hoe, and they'll start saying, no, you need to find you a man and start popping out some damn kids and quit acting stupid. And it's the feminist message that pushed this on everybody, and is what it's where it all started, where the beginnings of it's where the seeds of delusion were laid for these modern women. They started to believe that they're more valuable at 35 than they were when they were 21, which is just retarded pretty much. But anyway, let's see what else he's got to say.
You get nothing. You lose.
Why are you gonna make a man that doesn't owe you nothing take care of a child that he's not responsible. Go back and listen to my live show, which will pop up right here. Listen to that. I go deep into the psychology behind single motherhood, because there is a psychology.
There is. That's what I was talking about. The psychology that the feminist message pushed on everybody, and a lot of these women started to believe.
Gone in depth and talked about. It is a government agenda that promotes single parenthood, single motherhood,
and incentivizes single motherhood and single mothers
in favor of keeping the man in the house.
Yep.
Go listen to that line, because I believe as a black man, it is important to stand against single motherhood and ratchet behind.
As a man, it is important to have strict and clear boundaries, rules that you do not break no matter what. And dating a single mother, when you have options to date somebody that doesn't have kids, it is something you should never do, in my opinion. Like I said, maybe if you're like my age, 30, in your 30s, maybe if she's a good woman and checks all the other boxes, you can maybe try to put up and deal with one kid. But man, you can't accept these single mothers with couple baby daddies and couple kids and shit. You just can't do it. Anyway, man, that's pretty much the gist of this video. I wanted to talk about the single moms. I wanted to talk about women on dating apps who are leading with the absolute worst things about them in their bio, and somehow think that they're gonna attract men that don't, you know, if they put it right in their bio, I have kids, then maybe men that only men that will accept single moms will swipe on me. Negative. That is not how men operate. These men will swipe on you. If you're good looking, these men will swipe on you if you got 10 kids. It does not matter. They will bang you out, but they will not commit to you. Y'all ladies, this is why some of the, you know, I don't believe in, there's many things that the red pill gets wrong. This ain't one of them. You know, the red pills guys are right on the money with this. They're just too much risk, man. Imagine you, and then like the other side of it is like, if you do date one of these single moms, get attached to her kids, then she leaves you. No, you've got zero rights to them kids. You will never see them children again. So you're gonna, you know, waste all this time, resources, money, just to, you know, take all this risk, develop relationships with these children, raise these children. Then she leaves, and you'll never see them again, probably, until they're older and maybe want to see you. The single moms are just way too much risk. And then on top of that, there's the delusion that they have. Damn near all women over 30. So I don't date the woman over 30, because damn near all of them that I've met are psychologically fucked up. Pretty bad, too. Anyway, I'm gone, you guys. As you can tell, I'm a man that talks about the problems in dating and talks about women, as is he. And you see, our channels don't grow. Our channels are automatically, if you put something like this, Manosphere, entitled, we are automatically lumped into this misogynistic culture, and our videos go straight to the shadow realm. They get one view, the moderator, and that's it. Because, like, I think there's some, like, you know, feminist robot that controls all this shit, and when they see words like this, Manosphere, red pill, entitled, they immediately lump us into the misogynistic category, toxic masculinity, and our videos never ever get seen. So I need you guys to engage with the content, subscribe, you know, make fun of me, whatever you want to do.